rulership is coming, and the kingdom of heaven will be on earth. Righteousness will be spread throughout the whole four corners of the earth. Wickedness will be put down.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. In the hand of God is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. Pride is hateful before God and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
According to the Holy Scriptures, Yahawashi, the Son of the Most High, is set to bring immortality to the nation of Israel, the elect, via establishing the tabernacle of David. As we talk about the second coming of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he is coming to take down this current world ruled by Esau, Edom, and establish a righteous kingdom, which is synonymous with the throne of David. That's scriptural, which is a government that's going to run this world in righteousness.
But now is risen from the dead and become the first fruits of them that slept. For since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the dead. For as in Adam all die, even so in Christ shall all be made alive. But every man in his own order, the first fruits, afterward they that are at his coming. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to God, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. But he hath put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him, that God may be all in all.
The transfer of rulership is coming, and the kingdom of heaven will be on earth. Righteousness will be spread throughout the whole four corners of the earth. Wickedness will be put down.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. All right. Well, I want to go into, some videos that I was watching earlier today, and pretty much is showing how prophecy, is screaming. Scripture speak about how, at the end it shall speak. Well, we in the time now where prophecy is screaming. Okay, because the major prophecies that we have left, all right, and that we look forward, all right, to this thing ends is the MOTB, okay, which is that C-HIP, all right, that chip. And then you have, all right, World War III, all right, and right now we're seeing, these prophecies screaming and jumping off the page, okay? So I want to get into a few things. I got a few videos and say get some precepts, the Lord will, you brothers and you sisters are edified. Now, I don't know if there's a screen. I don't know if it's shadow banned the screen. Did anyone get a notification? It's looking like a notification and go out. Well, let me know if you did or didn't get a notification or not. But I'm gonna go ahead and queue up a few precepts, and then I want to get into some some videos, dealing with prophecy, man. Okay. Matter of fact, let's start here with the book of Second Ezra. Okay. This is the book of Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right, which at the end of the day, prophecy is going to be the thing that's going to prove, our doctrine to be true. That's why our doctrine is centered, around prophecy. Okay. Doctrine is centered around prophecy, and prophecy is going to be what, establishes our doctrine, the doctrine that we teach, the doctrine of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah to be true. Okay. So let's go here to the book of Second Ezra 15 and 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, all right, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord." See, we're speaking prophecies according to what's written in the scriptures, and the scriptures is the will of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah written in paper. Okay, the visions that our forefathers seen. Okay, the prophets of old. All right, that was the Lord showing them a prelude of things to come. Okay, which was scribed in the scriptures. So as we prophesy out of the Bible, we're prophesying the words that the Lord put in our mouth. All right, through the understanding in the Holy Spirit. Okay, it says, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." And what we're seeing is the words of the Lord are faithful and true. And this, we should be in a time of major faith boosting, man, as we see these things happen in real time. Okay, so this is where we at, prophecy, man. Now I want to get this, okay, because we see, all right, Esau Edom is pretty much boasting himself against the Most High with this technology, and Esau has been deceived, okay, by the Most High, because the Most High has allowed this man to, tap into technology like no other heathen before, okay, and by him being able to do this, okay, he has become extremely proud and boastful, okay, in these latter days, and with his technology, he's boasting against the Most High as if he is, okay. This is the book of Ezekiel 35 and 13. It says, "Thus with your mouth have you boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them." And see, the Most High, all right, through Yahweh Shai, is going to come and judge Esau Edom directly. Okay, this is one of the main reasons Yahweh Shai is coming back, is to deal with Esau directly. That's why Isaiah 63 and 1 read like it reads. "Who is this with dyed garments, all right, of Edom? All right, who is this coming from Edom with dyed garments of Basra?" Okay, because he's coming to judge Esau Edom directly, because he's seeing and hearing the boast of these Edomites in the earth. Okay, now we're gonna go and show. All right, so I got a few videos I wanted to get and just show you, all right, the boastful nature of this Edomite. Okay. Okay, so the sister say she got one, but the brother didn't. So Esau do that. Some subscribers get the notification, some don't. He do that, but it was what it is, man. Everybody here who meant to be, you just gonna go in. Now let's go here. All right, because I want to. Okay. So let's listen to this video. Pretty much through his technology on the left hand side, Esau Edom thinks that he's going to upset what's written and continue on in wickedness, man. See, this new world order is much more than just a digital currency. That's a part of it. But this is this man boasting that he is. Brother, you can put that, now if you still there. Shalom, Mike, Yabashima, Shabakta. If you can get that in Isaiah 47 verses 7 through 9, and then we can get that Sirach Sirach 33, verses 6 through 9. I think that pretty much sum it up, Baba Kashah. So I'm gonna play this, then we'll go into it.
If you think about it, AI is actually the fastest path to communism. So, if implemented correctly, AI could actually theoretically solve for abundance. Like, we could totally get to a situation where nobody has to work, everybody is provided for with a comfortable state of being, comfortable living. AI could automate all the farming, weed out systematic corruption, thereby bringing us to as close as possible to genuine equality. So basically, everything that everybody loves about communism, but without the collective farm. Because let's be real, enforced farming is really not a vibe.
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, you sure you can control the demon? Didn't work out.
This is the Met Gala 2018. The crown that I have on, we got the Vantablack people. You're not allowed to use Vantablack. It's like the blackest black that you can get. And we convinced the Vantablack people to send us a sample of it. And then we melted it down and made this crown out of Vantablack. But what's so funny is because it's the blackest black, you can't actually see the crown. And so even though we did this crime heist to make this crazy thing, it disappears because it's a extremely black material. He has the inverse Vantablack problem because his shirt says something cool, but you can't actually see it because it's so white that it disappeared.
If you could be someone else for a day, someone alive today, but somebody you haven't met yet, who would you be?
Would I be modeling their brain state, or would I just be in their body?
You can choose the degree to which you're modeling their brain state, so you can still take a third person perspective and you have to realize that you're.
Can they be alive or can it be dead?
No.
Could it be anyone?
They would be brought back to life, right? If they're dead. Yeah, you can bring people back.
Definitely Hitler or Stalin.
Huh.
I want to understand evil.
I would presume it would be consensual, because you definitely don't want just people, sending stuff into your brain without your consent.
We could effectively merge with artificial intelligence.
And as you can see, all right, this man plans on bringing something very dark to the earth. Okay, this man plans on bringing something extremely dark to the earth. He's going to go all in. The sea hip is just the beginning of the wickedness that this man wants to do and establish in the earth. Okay, now that little chick, I believe it's Elon Musk, little boo. Okay, well, you see she's dark. She says she would want to be Hitler or Stalin so she can understand evil. Okay, and this is the people that run the earth, and these are just their underlings. Musk and this little bugged out chick that he be with. Okay, and you can tell that they're into some dark things, man. Okay, so what we're seeing is Esau really start to present how he wants to establish the earth in wickedness, man. All right, now this is the brother GMS look up. This is Sirach 19:22 says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither any time the counsels of the sin or prudence, because what these people are trying to bring forth is complete and utter madness, man. And it's not wicked, it's not convenient. Nothing that he does is convenient. The brother Eliasha Wamba, posted about these, these flip-floppers who regret the surgery that they had. They're having all type of problems. But this is the boost, this is the wisdom that Esau boasts in. And their whole flip-flop agenda, that's his way of saying that he has a one-up on the Most High, that he can change what the Most High has established. Okay? That's why he's so into it. All right. But everything that this man is presenting to the earth is very inconvenient and people suffer. It's saying the thing about it, it's seductive in the short term, but the long term, people suffer, man. The feminist movement, it was cute in the beginning. Now we're seeing the suffering behind the society that it has established, especially amongst our people. Okay, the American dream, the dollar, the convenience. You know, it began as this great thing, but now we're seeing the control and how Esau is able to further oppression through his technology, man. Okay, it's destroying the earth. That's why scriptures say no flesh will make it under this man's rulership. If the days are not cut short, if this man's rulership is not cut short, no flesh will make it, man. Okay. All right, so this is the brother GMS. Look up Isaiah 47:7. It says, "And thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it." And see, we're here at the end. And see, we're in the time where this man is going to be judged for his wickedness, man. The things that he has done and established in the earth. Okay? We're in the time where he's about to be judged. The Lord, all right, is finna bring heavy judgment upon Esau Edom for what he's done, all right, what he's doing and what he plans on doing, man. Okay? Verse 8, Isaiah 47:8, it said, "Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children." And this is the mindset of these Edomites, man. All right, this man thinks that he is okay, and he has been able to, delve deep into his technology, all right, and have an understanding of the brain and psychology, and he has micro technology, okay, nanotechnology, all these different things that he believes that he is, okay, and none else beside him, man. Okay, so Esau Edom is at the peak of his pride. All right, and now we're seeing him want to usher in, okay, this NWO, all right, under Satan through his technology, man. All right, this is Isaiah 47:9. It said, "But these two things shall come to thee in a moment and in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfect perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries," okay, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments, okay, for the great abundance of thine enchantments. And what we're seeing, this man's AI is an enchantment, okay, his philosophy, his medicines, everything that this man is presenting to the masses is nothing but enchantments and wickedness, man. Okay, but he knows how to dress it up and make it cute. All right, so let's get this, and then we go to the next video. This is the brother GMS Shah Lakama. Ezekiel 28:2 says, "Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrese, thus said the Lord of power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am the Most High. I sit in the seat of the Most High in the midst of the seas." Okay, yet thou art a man and not the Most High, though thou set thine heart or thy mind as the heart of the Most High. And this is the mindset that Esau Edom is in, is if he's going to show himself to be a God in the earth, he's going to show himself that he is the origin. He can be the origin of creation. Okay, that's why he wants to make everything digital and virtual. All right, so he can manipulate it as if he's the Most High, man. Okay. This man is going to bring something extremely dark to the earth, man. This new world order is going to look cute at the beginning, but it's going to show to be extremely dark and wicked when this man really gets into his agenda, man. Okay, now I want to get this video next. All right, and really show. Let's get this. All right, and really show, all right, prophecy is screaming, so we're going to play just a little bit But this one, not all of it. You know, it's like 40 some minutes long. We played probably the first 10, 15 minutes. You know, they go into some interesting things. Okay. Now, I want to look this up first. All right, so let's go ahead and get it. We'll look that up real quick. Okay, so let's get this one. All right, you're really going to see, you know, prophecy screaming. Okay, if a brother can get that Ezekiel 12, you know, verses 22 and 23, you know, Baba Shah.
It legitimizes the deployment of mass surveillance. It legitimizes the deployment of mass surveillance even in democratic countries, and it makes surveillance go under your skin.
The Federal Reserve is considering a digital dollar. The implications for privacy and freedom are frightening.
Get ready to strap in. It's going to be a heck of a ride. It's like drinking from a fire hose. Never a dull moment, but yes, you'll hear the stories you won't hear anywhere else, and we appreciate you being here with us for them today. I'm Justin Barclay.
I want to play you something real quick, Clay. First of all, welcome in, man. How are you?
I tell you what, I'm fired up to be here with you. You're one of the few people I know that knows what is happening. You can see the big picture, so you're able to understand how the things taking place right now, urgently or right in front of us, relate to the big picture. And I'm excited to break it down for your listeners today.
Here is the video. By the way, we talked to Kirk Elliott, PhD.
This is the beginning of the end. And so what is it the beginning of the end of?
Mm-hmm.
Banking as we know it. Okay. Right. So for months now, I've been talking on how central bank digital currency is coming down the pike. And it's the ultimate loss of freedom. It's the ultimate loss of privacy. It's not going to fix anything. It's the digital version of paper money. But you go back to the World Economic Forum last month, and they're bragging about this, right? They're like, oh, central bank digital currency has come. It's programmable money. It's going to be attached to your digital social profile, which means they know everything, every habit that you have, what church you give to, what political party you're part of, what kind of food you eat, right? And if they don't like it, that you drive a gas guzzling truck and you go to the gas station too much, and they can see that because they're tracking everything you spend money on, they can flip a switch and say, hey, Justin, nope, no more gas, you buy it. Or they don't like the church you donate to, boom, flip the switch. Yeah. And they've said, we will give people the right to buy or sell based on their digital social profile, their own word.
This sounds familiar. I think I've read
it. It does sound familiar. It does. Right? Who's a student?
All right, prophecy is screaming. Okay. I'm going to run it back a little bit, and you see, you know, the main thing surrounding this device that they want to bring, and the main, you know, leverage that it's going to have is going to be able to stop you from buying and selling. You know, brother can go ahead and post it, you know, Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17. Okay. It's right here in our face, man. You know, you sit here and play and have these 5-hour breakdowns about what it ain't. All right, hey, the prophecy is showing you what it is, man. Okay, because prophecy deals with real world events. Prophecy is not just an idea that's stuck in your mind. Okay, prophecy is about things that are happening in real time. Okay, so I'm gonna run it back. Let them say it again. All right, and this new world order is going to be more of a nightmare than what we see now. You think people are depressed, all right, and stressed out now? This NWO will be a complete nightmare, and then we'll strip the masses of the remaining liberties and freedom, that they so-called enjoy now. Okay.
A switch and say, hey, Justin, nope, no more gas, you buy it. Or they don't like the church you donate to, boom, flip the switch. And they've said, we will give people the right to buy or sell based on their digital social profile, their own word.
This sounds familiar. I think I've read
it. It does sound familiar. It does. For anybody who's a student of the Bible, this should sound familiar, right?
Look, it's just a matter of time before we start to see more of this play out. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about, because you kind of seem to be the guy who has been running around screaming about this.
Well,
anybody that would listen, right?
Yeah. Well, let me say this. I'm going to give you a lot of facts, a lot of information. I encourage everyone to take notes here, because I'm going to lay out some stuff that maybe you've heard before, maybe you haven't, but I want to tie it all together here for you. So first off, MIT created what's called the CBDC. So I want to encourage everybody to do a Google search right now for MIT CBDCs. Do a search right now, MIT CBDCs. Okay. Now I type in MIT Quantum Dot. MIT Quantum Dot. MIT stores your financial or medical records under your.
So let's segue, into what they're speaking of. But first, let's get a couple precepts. I'll go ahead and pull up the blue letter. All right, so let's go here to Revelation 13. All right, because at the end of the day, it's so obvious that anybody, all right, with a partial functioning mind can see exactly where this is going. Okay. This is Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive, all right, the charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and said that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And this is what we're seeing being rolled out. Okay, a new way of buying and selling. Okay, and that will be a great indicator of what this charagma, all right, which is the Greek word, okay, for MRK in Revelation 13, 16, and 17. Okay. So what we're seeing is a new way to buy and sell being rolled out. Now, let's go here to what he spoke on MIT Quant. Just read a little bit on it. All right, then we'll get back to the video. Okay. Now, when you go here, all right, this is MIT Digital Currency Initiative. See, they pull up. Okay, come. All right, so this is MIT Digital Currency Initiative. It says empower individuals by making it as fast and easy to move value across the world as it is to move information. Okay. They're going to present it as convenience. They're going to present it as an upgrade. Okay. It says the latest DCI news and research. It says in the face of fragility, central bank digital currencies on Tuesday, January 17th, the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. All right. Axios, all right, markets reporter Courtney Brown, an MIT Media Lab Digital Currency Initiative Director Naha Narala, consider the most pressing issues facing cryptocurrency today, including how and if the industry should be regulated, how governments and financial institutes should interact with the sector, and how investments could be safeguarded. All right. So this is the talks. Okay. It says CBDs present new opportunities for handling disputes and fraud by DCI team members, and they're going to present it as a help. Okay. They're going to present these things as a help to society, man. All right. Let's see. let's see here. This is MIT Boston. All right, MIT Boston Fed go public with CBDC Project Hamilton. Okay, you had New York pretty much do a trial run, with the CBDC. Okay, these big banks are all bought in, So let's go back to the video. All right.
Your skin. Now, everybody do a Google search for MIT CBDCs and then do a Google search for MIT Quantum Dot. Now I want everyone to do a search for Quant Dot Network. Yes, the name of the new central bank digital currency technology is called Quant Dot Network. Now, this is interesting. If you look at this and you say, Quant Network, what? Quant Network? Because people haven't heard this before. They're not aware of this. A lot of people aren't aware. Quant wants to introduce non-binary money. What? There's non-binary, this whole transgender movement where people can't figure out what gender they are. I want people to listen. This is Gilbert Verdian, the CEO of Quant, the founder, explaining how this technology works. Listen to this.
So money is evolving from a very binary thing, which is where it is today, intelligent form of money, which we call smart money.
Did you just hear that? She said money is moving from normal money to this. Let's do this one more time.
So money is evolving from a very binary thing, which is where it is today, to a very complicated, intelligent form of money, which we call smart money.
Okay, so let's continue listening now.
Money.
The financial system will become so complicated as AI takes over more and more of the action, that it will be just too complicated for the human mind. So how does a system function when no human really understands it? The nature of money is going to change quite dramatically.
Okay, so the nature of money is going to change quite dramatically. Now we've laid down the rebar, have laid the foundation here.
So the devil are saying that money is going to become so complicated that it's going to be above human thinking. And see, this is a way that Esau tries to boast against the Most High. Esau has a twisted, dumb-ass way of calling himself one up in the Most High. So he's like, well, we're going to make the money so complicated that the human mind can't understand how it works. We need AI. Okay, which is his creation. Okay, so he's saying, well, the creation of the Most High can't understand the way this new money system works. We got to go to something new and better, as if, okay, the creation of the Most High, all right, can't keep up with how Esau Edom. No, it's just dumb. Okay, all right, it's dumb as hell. See, one thing about it, being wise and being smart ain't about being complicated. Okay, when you go into wisdom deals with simplicity, man. Okay, that's why it says that, matter of fact, let's get this. Get a couple more. All right, being wise ain't, being so complicated that you can't understand it. No, true wisdom deals in simplicity. All right, and let's get that in the scriptures. Okay, so let's get this in Wisdom of Solomon 1:1. That's why scripture say the true, the knowledge of wickedness, okay, is not wisdom. Okay, so let's get this. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. Okay, verse 1. It says, love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, okay, which is a good mind. In this simplicity of heart, seek him. in simplicity of heart. Seek him in simplicity of mind. Okay? So Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, deals with wisdom. It's simplicity. Because when you think about how the earth functions, like nature itself shows you, pretty much the way things were created show you its natural order and function. Okay? This man is complicated. He'll try to put a uterus in the man and say this is wisdom. That's the way that that these devils think. You see, puberty blockers and say, "Oh, this is wisdom. We was able to stop the natural occurrence, but the natural occurrence is wisdom in itself." Okay, the things that happen naturally is the Lord's wisdom playing out on the earth. And as a ruler, pretty much we're just supposed to oversee and manage these things, man, so they can function in their highest state. Okay, Esau is contrary, okay, to wisdom. All right, and that's why this man is finna be removed. Okay, now let's see. I think they might have a little more, but I think that it might start tripping and echoing. Let me see if it go into some more.
Now I want to play this. This is the CEO of Quant.network, explaining out loud that completely control Wall Street and they're ready to launch the CBDCs. Listen to this, folks.
We're shaping Wall Street, simply put. So we've done the opposite. So instead of going door to door, we've gone and partnered with a traditional exchange. So AX Trading already has 800 institutional traders. This is all of Wall Street, and they've got, connectivity to Euroclear here in Europe. So if you think about it, this is it. This is the whole financial capital markets structure.
I think Wall Street are even aware of just how big.
Yes, they have now that they see the potential, and they're all in, and they're all in, and they're all in, and they're all in. I mean, it's reshaping how Wall Street operates.
I mean, COVID
makes
it accelerates the process of digitalization and automatization. It legitimizes surveillance even in democratic countries, and it makes surveillance go under your skin.
The Federal Reserve is considering a digital dollar. The implications for privacy and freedom are frightening.
This is Richard Werner, the top academic scholar in the world on central banking.
The nature of this CBDC, what is it actually going to look like? They never talk about that. Right. But I heard one European central banker tell me what it's going to look like. He saw it. And it was around this large and would be implanted under your skin.
CBDC. If that happens, we're done.
Okay, so they just talked about this technology going under the skin. I know I just covered a lot of ground quickly. I'd love to get any questions you had on that or maybe follow up. Just, I know you're very in the know. Provide any clarity or follow up that you had there.
All right, so I'm going to look at the chat and I'll try and get some questions. If anybody has them, we'll grab them.
And I've got sound clips over here that I'm going to pull off to my right here if I need her on my left. So if anybody, I've got them ready.
So what we're saying for sure is that we are undergoing, at least it looks like, a bit of a transformation. They've been talking about what they want to do. They've been very upfront, out in the open with it. We may have heard some of this. You may not have heard any of this. Let me ask you a question, Clay. How much of this is tied into, like, Bitcoin and things like that?
I don't want to speak from a place of ignorance about Bitcoin and the other platforms, but I can say that Catherine Austin Fitts has described FTX as an op. She has described it as an op. So let me hit play here. I'm going to pull up this video clip here. The Homo Deuce. Whoa, that's a little Homo Deuce there. Let me get this. This is Catherine Austin Fitts because she was asked the question directly by Del Bigtree. So let me hit play here and hopefully this makes sense. Here we go.
They can control you with a flick of a switch.
Here we go. Almost there.
So you should know.
When Omarova was nominated for control of the currency, she had just published an article in the Vanderbilt Law Review saying inflation is a problem, no problem with CBDC. You just freeze everybody's bank accounts. They can't get any money.
Amazing.
Yeah. You have this balance of power between the people and the bankers. And now what is happening under the guise of COVID-19 is the bankers have decided they no longer want to share power with the electorate or the people's representatives.
And see what we see happening is with these latest banks failing, and having to be bailed out. That's the least showing these bankers that look, we got the power. We can crash you when we want. Okay, now you're gonna get on board with this CBDC or you're done. Okay, he's starting with these institutions first, getting these institutions on board. Then he's gonna go to the individual and say, look, you're gonna accept this device, because all the institutions are gonna be on board with this, the CBDC, the MOTB banking system. Okay. They're going to be on board, or they're not going to exist. That's why I say he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, from these great big institutions to the individual person. Everyone will have to be on board to function in this man's new economy that he's bringing to the earth. Okay? So this is why we see these small banks catching hell, because, hey, they got to come on in. In order to keep operating, they're going to have to submit or not exist, man. Okay.
And whether through FASB 56 or levering the governments up so they're deeply in debt and dependent on the central banks have decided essentially to take over. And the ultimate sort of completion of will be when they introduce digital currencies controlled and operated by the central bank. Why is that important? Because they won't be currencies now. They will be a financial control system. To implement that system, they need the vaccine passports. And the goal of the vaccine passports have nothing to do with health. They have to do with implementing a new digital financial transaction system, which is in essence complete control. So I call it a slavery system. Dr. Naomi Wolf said, vaccine passports are the end of human liberty in the West, and she's absolutely right.
So when you say digital currencies, at many of these events I've been speaking at, many of my friends are, big on Bitcoin or Ethereum, saying this is our way forward. This is how we set ourselves free. This is how we break free of those power mongers running the world. And it sounds like you're saying, no, that's exactly how they finish the death blow.
This is not what the
Okay, so there we go. So hopefully that clip made sense to you. That's a hopefully that answers your question. So the idea they have to move to is they have to move us to the implementation of surveillance under the skin. Now, for anybody out there that hasn't read the Bible in a while, not attacking anybody, this is a passive aggressive statement.
So I'm gonna get this here, or pretty much you're seeing, all right, that they're starting with these entities, making them fold. And then it's going to go down to the masses, because everyone that's there's retail, everyone that's in banking, everyone, okay, that's in business will have to bow the knee, and then he's going to make the people bow the knee. Okay, so these prophecies are screaming. All right, so let's get this. We end it here. I just want to touch on those things concerning the prophecy. Now, this is Proverbs 12 and 22. And it says, let me see, not Proverbs, I'm going to go Ezekiel, Salaki. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12. All right, Ezekiel 12 and 22. It says, son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Okay, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth, because, people think that the vision of the Lord, all right, is failing, and that's because the masses are not in tune with prophecy. They don't see the buildup. That's why they're going to be taken by storm. Prophecy is going to take them as a thief in the night, because they're not in tune, and they think just because they can go about their day to day, as they've been doing their whole life, that nothing is coming. Okay, but hey, there's major things happening that's going to hit at once. Okay, and it's going to change. All right, the lives of the masses of people in the earth, man. Our temptation is going to try everyone. It says, "Tell them, therefore, thus said the Lord, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. The days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more vain vision, nor flattering divinations within the house of Israel," man. So we coming to the time where it's going to be extreme changes in the earth due to prophecy, man. And it's going to have a major effect on the day-to-day life of the entire planet Earth, man. Okay? And it's beginning with these banking systems, man. They control what? The buying and selling. Because all these retail stores have banks that they deal with. So when the banks are fully converted to the CBDC, then the retail. And once the retail fully converted, then they're coming to the average citizen, man. Okay, so prophecy is getting ready to jump off the page as we speak. All right, so that's the point. You know, Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters will edify to the next time I say shalom. Kwame Yasha Allah, Bible Ball, DTA soon, shalom.